station in downtown Orlando through the air. Good Friday night to you sports fans. You've come to the right place. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. And a look at the starters for the Hornets. Washington and Zeller are in the middle. Rozier's out there with ball, and it's Hayward in at the small forward position. And for the Magic, at the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Fultz is out there with Evan Fournier, and it's Isaac in at the small forward. Greg, we've got two terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me harken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogden, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside. But we're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game.
So the Hornets win the tip. Washington passes to Rozier. Lets it go from 11. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Fournier in the corner. The basket good off the assist from Fultz.
Well, Markelle Fultz continues to develop his floor awareness. Passes like that will create all kinds of chemistry.
And Doris, one thing that's never been an issue for Fultz, that handle. Great at navigating in traffic for himself or creating opportunities for his teammates.
Right, Markelle is so adept at using change of pace, change of direction. It's a little bit of a herky-jerky motion. He'll lull you to sleep and then out of nowhere cross you over. This guy is fun to watch.
And here is Ball, following Evan Fournier's three. Hayward outside. Shoots over Isaac. Hayward can't hit. Orlando's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Fultz kicks to Fournier. Back to Fultz. Orlando moving the ball around. No block shot. Here's Vucevic, and Vucevic throws it down.
Nikola Vucevic has averaged double-digit rebounds for the vast majority of his career. You want him to get to work on the offensive end? No problem.
Now here's Zeller. Here's Rozier. No good. Shot missing. Nice D from Fournier. Lob pass to Gordon, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
Just put the pass in his vicinity, and Aaron Gordon will take care of the rest.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Ball, the pass to Hayward. And here is Washington. Back to Ball.
My goodness, how about that miss? I mean, that's 2 easy points that they just given away.
Here's Fultz. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Hayward against Isaac. Washington. And then Washington with the dunk.
Well, that's the IQ of Gordon Hayward on display. He understands what the defense is trying to take away and finds the open man.
And it'll be Orlando with their first time out of the game right here.
For viewers, timeout's a chance to check your phone, grab a drink, but for the teams, it's all about business.
Well, there's something that the coach doesn't like. I'm curious to see which kind of adjustment he makes here.
So a new group on the floor for Orlando. And then for Charlotte, Biyombo is checked in for Cody Zeller. Miles Bridges comes in for Gordon Hayward. And Devontae Graham subbed in for Ball. Now here's Ross. Passes it to Aminu. A rebound by Washington.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that. But that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Bamba inside. Covered by Biyombo. Nice shot there by Bamba.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Here's Rozier. Now here's Graham. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
The chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Ross against Rozier. And it's good, 2 points.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
Pass to Anthony. Kicks to Ross. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Now this guy's going to find his way to get the ball in the bucket. Contact or not, Terrence Ross can flat score the basketball.
Three-pointer, Graham buries the long-range jumper. Graham's got 5 points so far. The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Magic lead by 3. 2K Sports, back in a moment from the Amway Center. This has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And what do you guys think about the Magic here so far in this one?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for Orlando, Al Farouk Amino is out there with Bamba. Then it's Anthony. Then it's Terrence Ross. And it's Bacon in at the 3. Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You go back to Reggie Theus, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Kim Birch, dunk champ Derrick Jones, and up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mentions. Now, here's Rozier. We're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Orlando leading by 5. Anthony taking his time here. Pass to Ross. Here's Bamba, covered by Biyombo. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, Mo Bamba is the prototypical modern NBA big, right? The size combined with the shooting ability.
The Magic shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
And the first one drops. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Vucevic checked in for Aminu. Isaac comes in for Dwayne Bacon. Fournier's checked in for Terrence Ross. And Markelle Fultz is subbed in for Anthony. And then for Charlotte, Zeller, he's checked in for Bismack Biyombo. Gordon Hayward comes in for Washington. And Ball subbed in for Rozier. It's good on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Bamba kicks to Isaac. Fultz the pass to Fournier. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. Fournier's got the lead up to 8 now for the Magic.
Well, you love the shooter's mentality that Evan Fournier possesses, thinking of pulling up before he even makes the catch.
Hayward against Bamba. Good work there as it goes. Hayward's got his first 2 points.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint. And always a solid rebounder. Hayward took it to a whole new level last year.
He certainly did, Greg. This guy was up at 6.5 rebounds per game, easily a career high, and consider he did it at both ends. And to me, that's the versatility that this guy brings that helps you succeed. He doesn't have to be your leading scorer to impact winning.
And it's the Hornets with the ball. The Magic hitting the bucket. Hayward on the wing, covered by Bamba. Shot clock at 6. Hayward passes to Zeller, and the dunk by Zeller.
Well, looks like Mr. Hayward wants to show you just how good a passer he is. That was pretty.
Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over. Making a switch here. Gordon's checked in. Magic leading by 6. Fournier finds Vucevic. Fournier in the corner. Gordon, the pass to Isaac. Now here's Vucevic. He's covered by Zeller. And Isaac throws it down.
Well, you can see why his teammates love playing with him. Vucevic willing to find the open guy.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Markelle Fultz. That's his first foul. .55 seconds left in the first half of the game. Ball feeling it out a bit. Hayward the bounce pass. Now Graham. He has 5. Shoots it up. And it's off the back rim. No good.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Oh, boy, the reach, the length, the hops, the athleticism. Jonathan Isaac, nicely done.
Here's Graham after the Magic pick up 2. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
Bridges with it. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. The shot's good.
Attacking right there. Hayward using the strength that he has built up over the years to finish through contact.
Here's Isaac. The shot's good on the assist by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 3 assists tonight.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And so it's the Orlando Magic in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Alongside Aaron Gordon. Aaron, you guys came out and played extremely well. What was the mindset in the first half?
We just tried to come out here, really stick to our principles, pick up the pace, and really be aggressive, and it turned out in a high-scoring half.
Just the way you want to play. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. It was a closely contested first quarter for Orlando. At one stretch in the opening period, they built up an 8-point lead. They showed a lot of improvement in the second quarter. I'm sure they're in a confident mood at the half, holding an 8-point lead. Shaq, what'd you think about the Magic?
Well, it was an unselfish, team-oriented half of basketball. The ball never stopped moving. Their offense had a great flow to it. It prevented anyone from getting lazy out there. They're always moving, cutting, knowing where they need to pass the ball.
And over to Kenny. Your thoughts on the Hornets in the first half?
Well, after the field goal percentage they allowed in the first half, it's time for them to get tough. That's right, tough. If they're going to stay in this game, they'll need to turn this into a street fight. Get physical. Let some elbows go. Yes, let them go. And guys know they're going to be no more easy baskets in here. Let them know that.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. Nice game. Great performance by Evan Fournier.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've shown incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
And here's Fultz setting the floor for the Hornets. Washington and Zeller are in the middle. Rozier's out there with ball, and it's Hayward in at the 3. Now here's Fournier. Here's Vucevic. And Rozier pulls it down.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
And he gets it back.
Well, his body has grown, and Gordon Hayward has now become a physical force. He excels at getting to the line.
First trip to the line for him here.
And he deserves a lot of credit for what he was able to do at the line last year. 86% from the stripe.
Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
That's a solid blueprint. Now here's Ball. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. 5 on the clock. Here's Hayward on the mark with the 15-footer.
Listen, the jumper is a key weapon for this team. When Gordon Hayward's effective with it, their offense becomes more efficient. Simple as that.
Fultz dishes to Gordon. And the pass to Fournier. The Magic again can't hit.
Well, I guarantee you this is not what they talked about in the locker room. 0 for 3 and looking lost.
Hayward can't hit.
Well, trying to find themselves in the second half here. Just 1 for 4 from the field. Can someone in the group get hot? Let's see.
Biyombo is checked in for Zeller. Hornets trail by 4.
And a tough season a year ago for Aaron Gordon, Doris. Fell short of the output he had the last few years and had a tough time hitting from the outside.
Look, Greg, you're an former NBA player, so you know the history here. Trying to find a rhythm while fighting through injuries is very difficult to do. This guy's got unbelievable athleticism. He's sharpening his skills. I think it's just a matter of time for Aaron Gordon.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will retain possession. And the Hornets making a change here. Graham's checked in. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Nice shot there by Bamba.
Yeah, great anticipation of where the open man was going to be. And Terrence Ross finds him immediately. That's really pretty.
Graham inside the line. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
Better to be lucky than good. Got that shot to fall.
And the dunk by Bamba.
Boy, you better keep the 7-footer Mo Bamba away from the cup. What an easy finish.
And so Graham will bring it up for Charlotte. It's a 3-point game. Washington finds Graham. With the teardrop, he lays it in. Graham's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, that's a nice play. You've got to read the situation and go to your floater game when necessary.
Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over. So for the Magic, Vucevic comes in for Bamba. And Gordon subbed in for Al-Farouq Aminu. The Hornets also with a sub. Bridges checks in. Passes it to Vucevic. He kicks it to Ross. Rozier with the steal. And now here's Rozier, the fast break chance for the lead. And another 3 for Charlotte.
Defensively, teams worry about Rozier's speed, so when he pulls up off the bounce, he usually gets a good look.
Pass to Bacon. This one for 3. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Anthony's got 3 assists now in this one.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And Graham throws it down hard. Guys, we're not through 3 quarters of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, competitive, and I think we all can agree that we thought this would be the type of game that would come down to the end.
Now, here's Vucevic, and he can't bank that one in. And a fast break now for the Hornets. 7-second difference, shot and game clock.
I love the fact that Bridges does a little bit of everything, including passing the ball.
Anthony kicks to Vucevic. On target from 13 feet. Vucevic has got his second basket.
And that's a good shot for him. He can shoot it over almost anyone.
You want that mid-range game in your arsenal. You can't just be about threes and dunks. Sometimes this is a key shot.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
Boy, not on the same page there. And in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
Here's Rozier from deep three-point range. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Fultz is out there with Evan Fournier, and it's Isaac in at the 3 spot. Fultz is out there for Orlando.
Well, this has to contribute to Markelle Fultz's confidence, showing right there he can get through the defense.
Now here's Graham.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Here's Fultz, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, think back to the 2017 draft, guys. Some were surprised to see Markelle Fultz be the first pick. And when you think back on that draft, there's certainly a lot of what-ifs.
Hornets trail by 3. Ball, the pass to Graham. Pass to Bridges. Shot clock at 5. And he's good on the 3 ball. Bridges has got the game tied up here for the Hornets.
Capable of scorching you from the perimeter. When Bridges has a great look, he takes advantage.
Inside, Vucevic. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Now Graham. The pass to Washington. It's stolen by Fultz. Isaac outside. Good ball movement here by the Magic. And the basket by Gordon.
Well, I love the concentration. Simply stated, when Aaron Gordon is this locked in, he is very difficult to deal with.
Back to Graham. Deep 2 from Ball. And Vucevic pulls it down. It's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Orlando Magic. They've led by as much as 10. And the layup's good off the glass. And now a 4-point Magic lead.
Well, you have to admire the strength of Aaron Gordon. This guy is adept at finding his way through intense defense.
Graham, the pass to Washington. And that one, good.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to do better defensively.
So it's Orlando now, following the bucket by the Hornets. Fournier finds Fultz. Knocked away. Stolen by Washington. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Markelle Fultz. That'll be his second foul of the game. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Charlotte. Terry Rozier comes in for Ball. Charlotte calls timeout. They're behind by 2. 1:31 left in the fourth quarter. We present our New Balance Player of the Game, Evan Fournier.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. And that has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. James Borrego had some words for his team over the break. He told them they have to pick it up. He said there's no time like the present, fellas. Embrace the moment, and let's take back this game. See what they can do, Kevin.
Yeah, good job to take it right at them.
And so Zeller nails both of them.
And that's how you do it. Free throws can make a huge difference in a tight game.
Passes to Vucevic, and stolen by Zeller. Here's Hayward to take the lead, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
I think over time, Gordon Hayward has mastered the art of the pump fake. Easily gets the defense into the air, and the rest is easy.
And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there.
Yeah, that's a big miss right there. Now only a 1-point lead.
And now here's Rozier, the fast break champs. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. The Magic have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Vucevic dishes to Gordon. Bolts against Rozier, and the turnover again by Orlando.
That could be costly. When the game is hanging in the balance, the last thing you can afford is to turn it over.
This is a huge possession.
And this is where all the hard work pays off. You have to be able to execute under pressure.
They get it back. Hayward kicks to Zeller. Back to Hayward. It counts.
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 3. 20 seconds left in the fourth. What's your take, guys?
And it's do or die time. They need a bucket here to stay alive.
And it's either got to be a three-pointer or a score quickly and take the foul.
Isaac kicks to Fultz. Back to Isaac. Fournier for 3. Can't knock in the 3. And now we've got the intentional foul. He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really want. He's got one more, though. And he does get the second one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Now a timeout called by Orlando. What do you think, guys?
A lot to talk over and improve on for next time.
Well, maybe it could wait until after the game because this one is over.
Fournier for 3, misses the shot. So a close game sees Charlotte taking this one. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Gordon, what turned this game around tonight?